All right, we're here. You see me? Hopefully we can hear me. I do want to get this guy like fully geared at some point. I don't know if I start doing that on this guy or whether we start with like, no, but let's play some twos. It's fine. Does anyone need rating in twos? We'll see if anyone's after like 800 or something like that. This character isn't obviously the greatest to play twos on, but it's decent. How are you feeling with the AWC results overall? I mean, me personally, I'm not going to speak for the team. I think we're all pretty happy, but I'm not going to speak for them. Me personally, I think that being top 3 in 3 tournaments is showing some consistency, and that's really good, really good showing going forward into the actual. So this is the cup phase. This particular tournament like format, it isn't about how you get to. It's about getting top 8 at this point. It's awesome to do really well, but the crucial part is getting top 8, and then moving forward beyond that, it's getting top 6 in the next phase. Obviously, winning the next phase is really important. But the two tournaments where like, you know, a lot of the reward is, and also presumably a different meta. I'm not entirely. Does anyone know when the actual like second phase is? Did they announced like the exact date for the second phase, like the actual like round robin component? The parts beyond this play out quite differently, because it's like you have a week to prepare for 1 or 2 matchups, and it's like, yeah. But I mean, in our case right now, we're guaranteed qualify for top 8 at this point. There's no way. I believe at this point, wait, there should be a graphic showing the current top 8s for each region, right? Let me see. The D Machine link one? Right, here they are. So these are the after 3 cups. So on EU you can see that the top 8 is so there's a lot of fun stuff, right? Next week we can actually stream. I'll probably stream this. I didn't realize this, but BlizzCon Online or BlizzCon Line is on the 19th and 20th. So we'll stream that and we'll watch that. But in terms of like, you can see on EU, there's quite a bit of a fight between like top 8 isn't established, but there are probably 5 teams locked in, and maybe Creed isn't quite, but it's pretty likely that Creed is. And then from the NA standpoint, there's no way we don't. I mean, obviously, like 260 points is a lot of points. There's absolutely no way we aren't locked in at this point. There's no. We could literally have every other team get first place and we'd still have more points. It's 120 points for first place. So like even if Charlotte Phoenix get first place and we get 0, we'd still be third. So we are at this stage doing pretty well, I would say. I think it's certainly something to be happy about. In terms of like the teams that are fighting for it, you can kind of see there's a bit of pressure on Space Station, although I think they'll probably be fine with even like it seems like a top one single good result followed by some okay results is enough. Space Station has some pressure on them to get like a top 8, but that's basically it. That's really it. Like they're, yeah. We can do 1800. Sure, let's do it. I honestly, for my part, I don't think I did well today. I could have done a lot better, but I'm still proud of the team for sure. Always proud of the team. They're the dream for sure. How do we feel? Optimistic moving forward. I feel like there's a ton of progress shown in the mirrors and in the like the mage paladin stuff, right? So I think we're looking solid. If they're looking scary, they are. They're an incredibly good team. Very good team. The Silence released the AMZ in one game. I was playing 20% AMZ. I didn't play Big Zone one single time. So Big Zone is basically bad against that team. Maybe it could be good, but we played. I played 2 games, and both games I played 20% zone. There's not many situations that a Windwalker would want to sit inside of a 20% zone and not just fucking run. But yeah, without Big Zone is a really. I mean, it's like a very mediocre cooldown. You can only use it preemptively. So no, I didn't. I could have played Big Zone, and it's something we probably maybe should have done. Our practice was to not play Big Zone to specifically like sort of that team. Maybe not Venta though. Maybe against Venta we could have done something different. Oh, that's a big mono strike hit there. That's 9k. He dies. He does in fact die. So this stage I'm trying to farm out on this guy. It needs now 5,000. Doing 5-inch warrior. Yeah, but it didn't beat the million, right? So it probably wouldn't be that useful for us. I mean, I think it had potential, and it certainly is a good comp to have and to like as an alternative. But would it have solved any of the issues we had? Probably not. Maybe it was a better option to Windwalker Moonkin. Maybe the Moonkin can kind of just die eventually to like a Venthyr warrior. But yeah, as a solution to specifically Windwalker Mage, I don't think it's the greatest if they losing to themselves. Frustration if you like you're plateauing. I mean, you've got to have faith that you can always do better yourself, right? I think plateauing is only a thing if you feel like you can improve. But me personally, I've never experienced like I feel like there's always I guess the times that I've felt the most like, I guess the difference, right? Plateauing personally is not something that should happen, right? You can always do better yourself. You can always adjust better your teammates or whatever. You can always do something better yourself. It's easy to think, well, if my teammate had done this better, then I wouldn't have lost, type thing. But that's kind of plateauing, but it's more just being like, there's more of like an accountability of your teammate standpoint. So, you know, from a personal standpoint, you can always improve your own play. You can always get more awareness of different things in the game. You can also get better teammates for sure. And I'm fortunate in my case that my teammates are just fucking insane. But I think if you focus on your own play, you'll have a better time. Oh, that's trouble. I thought I can bust that guy. Wasn't very scary for us, it doesn't seem. Dragon Stun is like literally so good that I'm worried it's gonna get nerfed. So it's difficult. And in every game there's always something better you can do with it, generally speaking. They were definitely some intense games today. Did you dispel me? I'm chilling hard. Dispel me, please. No, he's gonna make it away. That's really unfortunate. Very unfortunate. The DB and the polybot didn't go off. And now I have no way to really save him. Yeah, blind. Oh, he dies. The poly dispel there was definitely game defining for us. Spells on CD? Did you just spell? Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely don't spell poisons. But yeah, being stuck in that full poly, that was the game loser for us for sure. How they would fair enough. I mean, everyone is like stuck with me in particular. Right? I'm pretty like, we're hoping DKs are viable, for example, like at least from my point of view. I think my position on the team is like much harder to justify if DK's not good. For anyways, HPL, I mean, he's been an insane HPL forever. I believe he's played other healers too. I'm sure he has. That's LG for me for now. GG's, but can do some later on. Let me grab Chuck now. What do I want? Do I want Banner? Do I want Big Rally? Do I want neither of those things? Well, I wasn't playing Crusader. The real reason I like the Glacial Advance build is to play Stoneskin a little bit, but no real comments on that yet. Maybe we'll try some of the normal build tonight or something. I definitely got some we blasted some 10.5k fucking obliterates today. That I did notice. Does Kiltira's favor interact with Frostlight at all? I am not sure on that one. I'm just playing like mostly garbage stuff here. Maybe Overwatch is good for us or something. Nice killing or anything. I'm stuck on this. $7.4k, so we should be able to farm hopefully before we play 3s tonight. It's 5k honor. It's so expensive to upgrade. So what I'm trying to do is upgrade this weapon to a 233. But it's taking a fucking while. I just got my rune bar, yeah. For rune related stuff like obliterate, cost, or anything like that, it's always looking at your rune power or your rune bar. Same with rune power. Mass entangle. I distance this. Rally falls, he dies. Monk's good now. Not exactly. Not exactly. I think Masugas need a bit more than they've gotten to be good. How are you doing with C2, Trill, and Sam? So basically Chuck and I had tried to plan a team for like 6 years or something before we finally ended up being a team. It wasn't until 2017 it became viable. That it just so happened that like we all played the right classes and stuff. So Ryan ended up on a team with myself, Maldiva, and Colo. And that was because he was PvEing. We'd already qualified and he was like the perfect fourth for us. Like, he's just a god gamer pretty much. And so we got him. He was like the most obvious fourth of all time. He's like, you know, just instantly like the best fit ever. We did well at BlizzCon that year, and then finally that made an opportunity. It gave us the chance basically for the three of us ended up being, I think, a pretty solid fit at that point. Like I think like Chuck had always been, we'd always tried to play, but always had no luck basically. So Chuck and I had tried to compete together in 2013, 2015. We played together in 2012 a little bit too. And then yeah, and then since then we you know never had any luck, but we finally, you know, had a comp that worked. You know, had a couple comps that worked, at least through Ryan, and that's kind of what happened. But we'd always tried and just kind of not made it a bunch of times. So I guess before we became a team, we'd been trying for like 5 years to be a team. How did Sam join? So Sam and Chuck had played together in 2017, and it was like he went with a different team. That team broke up. And we had, I think we'd pretty much always been trying to have him be our fourth. He was always the fourth that we wanted, and you know the opportunity arose, and yeah, never looked back.